How's it going, guys? Killer Camp here. Actually just came back from the gym, so I have like a slight pump, slight pump. But anyways, I queued some free versus free matches, and I wanted to actually do an overview just to give you guys an idea of my mindset going into free versus free matches. So I see right now we're going to be going up against a Demonology Warlock, Restoration Shaman, and a Shadow Priest. So this right here makes me extremely happy because as Turbo, with what we're queuing as right now, Shadow Priests just die. They just die, guys. It's really easy for you. They're extremely susceptible to physical damage, and with Turbo paired with Heroism, it's just physical damage death to Shadow Priest. So with the Shadow Priest, I decided to spec into my maximum single target damage output spec. And what that looks like, let's play this clip for you real quick. And I got a Turtle Mount. Turtle Mount is freaking awesome. Heck yeah. Pull up my talents. Come on. It should be at any moment now, guys. Any moment. Pull it up. Pull it up. There we go. Okay, so I spec into Earth and Spike because Earth and Spike is going to give you that 15% increased damage. Boulder Fist for the 5% increased damage. And I chose Overcharge because, again, in short burst windows, you're going to do a lot more damage with Storm Strike Overcharge or Storm Strike Lightning Bolt as opposed to 2 Storm Strikes. So that's a lot of extra damage. And for PvP talents, I chose to spec into Static Cling because with Shadow Priest, again, they're not mobile at all. They pretty much just sit there and take damage. The only time he'll really be able to escape from me will be with a Warlock's Portal, but with a Restoration Shaman, they have their main defensive CD is going to be what's it called? Spirit Link, and I think it's like not Earthen Shield, but Earthen Ring, like the ring that they drop that reduces damage, and both of those CDs require them to stay in an area. So in order for them to take less damage and have a strong defensive, they have to pretty much stay in one area. So that again makes them really susceptible to Static Cling. So I'm just going to be doing a lot of damage. Now, whenever you're versing a Shadow Priest, the main thing you want to do is try to interrupt as much vampiric touches as possible. So your warrior, you want to alternate kicks with your warrior, and yeah, anything you can do to stop vampiric touches because that is what actually allows them to heal themselves. That's why sometimes it appears as if, sorry about that. So that is why sometimes it appears as if Shadow Priests are extremely tanky. As long as you stop those vampiric touches, they will just flop over every time. So getting into the footage of the game. Oh, and I also decided, just to test out, I went with Voodoo Totem. I spec into it like at the last moment, just for an additional interrupt. So if he's casting Vampiric Touch, my wind shear is on CD, I can just drop Voodoo Totem just to stop that cast again, and he's just going to be taking more damage. So they root me, I'm like, fuck that root, and just get on to Shadow Priest. My warrior, me and my warrior, we actually both did kick at the same time, so it's on CD. I get my Earth and Spike up, Lightning Bolt, and I just start rolling damage, man. I have the Shadow Priest in my focus because I want to interrupt as much Vampiric Touches as possible. The healer, I already know, cannot keep up with his damage. Like, I know he will not be able to keep up with the damage, so I'm not even worried about the healer. He can't do anything. It's just like, see, look at this. It's insane. So just stay on the Shadow Priest, and as you can see, I have that Static Cling link on him. He is not running away. He can't get away. I'm just doing nothing but insane damage. And another thing, let me pause the video real quick. As an Enhancement Shaman, what you want to keep doing is on CD, you should be using Crash Lightning, because Crash Lightning, based on how many targets are in the area, is also going to boost the damage of your next Storm Strike. So what you want to really do to maximize your damage, again, seeing how it's a Demonology Warlock with all the pets, you want to get a really juicy Crash Lightning. And keep in mind, Crash Lightning is going to be a frontal cone, so you want to position yourself so you can pretty much get a Crash Lightning that hits all the pets, the Shadow Priest, and the Warlock. And what that's going to do is going to boost the next damage on your Storm Strike by probably like up to like 100%. Because with the new artifact traits, you can spec into it where each Storm Strike will increase the damage, while each Crash Lightning, each target hit by Crash Lightning will increase the damage of your next Storm Strike by 10%. And as you can see on the field right now, there are actually a lot of targets. And it's just insane, man. You just do so much damage. So I hit Crash Lightning right there. Get Earth and Spike up. Here comes big damage. 787,000 crit. Yeah, he just dies. Yeah, he just dies. See how fast that was? It's super, super easy, guys. All right, so now let's go into footage of the next game. Actually, I'll just let it play out so you guys can see the end. Boom. Yeah, they leave, and super easy. Look at the damage. Look at damage. Come on. Doc classes can't even keep up, bro. So we changed it up a little bit. This time we're actually using a Holy Pally. Definitely Restro Druid, though. Restro Druids are a lot better. And we're going up against a Frost Mage, Restoration Druid, and Demonology Warlock. So I already know I'm going to be getting kited like crazy with Frost Mage and a Restro Druid. It's just, I already know I'm going to be getting kited. So I decided to spec into Overcharge, Ancestral Swiftness, Shundering, and Landslide as opposed to Earth and Spike because I already know like I'm probably going to pop Earth and Spike on the target and then they will get away from me. So I definitely choose to spec in a Landslide, and again with Landslide giving you that flat 8% increase to agility, it's also going to help with your off heals, which we know sucks. So we need as much help as possible with that. And for honor talents, let me play this video real quick. For honor talents, I chose to spec into Counter-Strike Totem, Reinforced Armor, of course, because it's all spell damage pretty much, Ride the Lightning, and Shamanism. And definitely Purifying Waters, because Purifying Waters is going to make it so every time I purge an ability, or purge anything successfully, I'm going to get a 5% heal, 5% of my total health pool heal, which is very, very beneficial. Now, gonna get into the game here. And yeah, okay, so the primary target here is going to be the Frost Mage. For sure. We're just gonna tunnel the Frost Mage. I'm gonna try and stop as many policies as possible. So I'm gonna put him in my focus. Get started on the Warlock though, just because the Frost Mage is hiding. I see the Frost Mage, and I absolutely failed here. There was so much happening on the screen. I did not notice the Druid drop the Vortex there, but I actually do drop Counter-Strike Totem because I already know I'm going to take a shit ton of damage. So that Mage just pretty much bursted into Counter-Strike. That's why his health dropped, and like me and my warrior haven't even really done much of shit yet. Now I switch my focus here to the Warlock to stop his Hand of Gul'dan cast, and then I get back on the Frost Mage. I get a successful Hex here, which is just like, what? You're a Druid. You can shift that shit, but and again, there's so much happening on the screen. Like, I guess the Druid was just, I don't know, not in it. So we're tunneling the Mage because the Mage is going through CDs fast as fuck. Yeah, just going on him. He's trying to get his Glacial Spike, but I see my Counter-Strike is getting off CD, so I actually really wanted to cast this Glacial Spike because I'm just going to drop the Counter-Strike on it, and he's casting it, drop, Counter-Strike, look at his health. My health got fucked up too, but he's getting just as fucked up. That's all that matters. Again, just tunneling this Mage. He pops Thorns. As an Enhancement Shaman, you definitely want to try to purge that, but unfortunately, purge is just not what it used to be. I can probably only get 5 purges off before I'm completely and with a Restoration Druid, popping heal over time effects, and with the Mage's abilities, it's very hard to get Thorns purged off. So again, we just like tunneling this Mage. He is just flopping, man. He is flopping. He is feeling it. I actually had dropped a stun totem in this ring to stop most of the damage from that Fel Lord. And I have a Counter-Strike down, but there's, again, so much on the screen. They don't even notice the Counter-Strike. They're just bursting into it. It's awesome. The clone, my Druid, my Paladin gets a full Hodge, and then we just land the kill. It was pretty easy. And yeah, that's pretty much that. For this team, the game was actually pretty freaking long, just because this team has so many freaking peels and ways to survive. I honestly hated fighting them. It's Fire Mage, Warrior, and Restoration Shaman. Now I'm using the same talents as I did in the previous game, but again, man, this team just has got peels for days. The warrior is constantly using duel on me, so my damage is being reduced by 50%. The mage with cauterizing blink, it's just like, live Lord, man. It was ridiculous. But I'm just going to play the clip and I'm going to just commentate what's going on. Let's play that. Boom. Okay, so he drops a ring. I'm like, whatever, they're training me. I'll just take it, whatever. And then I try to drop a little sneaky counter strike, but the freaking warrior notices it and he kills it, because with particle effects from the Ring of Frost, a lot of times people don't actually even notice the counter strike, and it's like freaking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, you know? And I see him pop combustion. I'm like, purge, purge, purge. Whenever you're versing a fire mage, purge is going to be your best freaking friend. You can literally mitigate most of their damage. I get really fucking low here. I was actually having a panic attack. I'm like, hey, will survive. And I'm just spamming purge, spamming purge, spamming purge. I pretty much go I end up stopping that poly, and yeah, I'm just trying to get to this mage, man. My warrior lands on him and I just pop burst, and then right here he blinks away. I was like, fuck. I dropped a counter stun totem hoping to get them, but I didn't get it. Now yeah, we're just training this mage, man. This is time, you know. I drop a counter strike here in the Ring of Frost. The warrior doesn't notice it, and they just bursting into it. I fucking love it. Look at this. He's casting spells. He's throwing meteors at me, and my counter strike is just doing work. This is why I really do love counter strike totem. I got a full counter strike totem from that. Pretty much whenever me and the warrior do connect to the mage, we just fucking destroy him. Like, the problem is just getting to him. And another thing, you can purge off all fire mages on Pyroblast. So just, yeah, you're pretty much just gonna be spamming purge this whole game. And I was able to get a hex. Landing a hex on this team is actually really, really freaking hard, because the mage can counter strike me. For the most part, the warrior is typically always on me to kick me, and the shaman also has wind shear. So it's really hard to get hex on this team. But freaking okay. I'm gonna actually play that back. I'm gonna play that back. You can see what happened there. So the warrior switches off to try to kill my pally. I run over and I drop Earthbind Totem just to provide a little bit of slow, and then the warrior ends up blade storming. Now right here, you see the shaman. He's like going in that general direction, and it's like LOS heaven. Like the mage is about to LOS the shit out of his healer. And I see that, I'm like, oh my god, he's being LOS. I got so freaking happy here, guys. You didn't even understand. I just pop everything. I didn't even care my warrior wasn't there. I was like, this guy's going down today. I drop a Shundering, because Shundering, like, just pretty much stuns them, and they're just like, and I was just ready. We're so close to landing that finishing blow. And he blinks away, and Cauterizing Blink or Cauterize goes off. And he's just running, man. He's running for his life. He's like, oh shit, I gotta fucking live. And he's running, he's running, he's running. And right here, me and my warrior, we're like, fuck, man, we can't get him. He escaped. And right now, the shaman is in like a 0.1 second freaking hodge left on it. Like, that's pretty much all the CC we really had left. But if you've noticed, my lightning bolt, there's 2 seconds left on my lightning bolt. What do you think is gonna happen, guys? What do you think is going to happen next? Any guess? Any guess? The shaman throws on a little heal. The mage thinks he survived. There's 1 second left. 1 second. Oh, I fired a lightning bolt. His nameplate disappeared. It says he's dead. The screen still shows him with health, but boom! Freaking destroy this mage. I hit him for 789,000. Yeah, 789,000, guys. Just insane. But yeah, this team is just, it was such a bitch, man. They just have so many POs, but definitely the mage, I think, is the best target. And you just freaking have to keep hammering away, which sucks. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the footage I showed you thus far, and I hope it helped you guys out in some way. And yeah, these games again were always fun. It was cute with my boy Carl Papa, really pretty good warrior. He's alright. And yeah, that is it, guys. Have a good one. Be sure to subscribe and like the video, please. Just like it. Just hit that like. Just hit it. All right, I'm out.